Picture this. A town so quiet that most travelers passing through Hunan have never even heard its name, and yet it hides one of the most jaw-dropping secrets in all of China. A 60-meter-tall waterfall crashing right through the very heart of the settlement, with wooden stilted houses clinging to the cliffside as if they were built by the water itself. Welcome to Furong ancient town, and today, we're spending an entire day exploring it. Let's talk about why Furong ancient town deserves a spot on your Hunan itinerary. This town, formerly known as Wangsuan, carries a history stretching back over 2,000 years, tracing its roots to the Western Han Dynasty. For most of its life, it was a quiet trading outpost tucked into the mountains of northwestern Hunan, populated largely by the Tujia and Miao ethnic minorities who still call this place home today.
Its entire identity changed in 1986, when the town was chosen as the filming location for the classic Chinese movie Furong, directed by Xie Jin. The film became so iconic that the town was officially renamed after it, and in 2007, Furong Town became its official name. This is a permanent tribute to the film that put it on the map. Today, this scenic area sits perfectly positioned between two of Hunan's most famous destinations, Zhangjiajie and Fenghuang, making it one of the easiest and most rewarding detours you'll ever take. The scenic area is open pretty much around the clock for those staying inside the town, but for day visitors like us, the general access hours run from around 8 in the morning until as late as 10 at night during peak season, with the illuminated night view running until about 9:30. Standard adult tickets sit at approximately 100 RMB, and here's the best part, that single ticket allows multiple entries throughout the day, plus it includes access to 2 live cultural performances, so you genuinely get incredible value for what you pay. If you're planning your trip, 3 to 5 hours will get you through the highlights, but if you want to savor it properly like we did, block out the whole day.
So what makes this town's centerpiece so special? It's the Furong Waterfall, and I need you to understand just how surreal this is. This isn't a waterfall you view from a distance on some hiking trail. This waterfall runs directly through the town itself, plunging around 60 meters down and spanning roughly 40 meters wide, right beneath the ancient stilted houses that seem to hover above the cascading water. Locals call it the 1,000-year-old town hanging on a waterfall, and once you see it with your own eyes, you'll understand exactly why. We walked along the 5-mile flagstone street, the ancient bluestone path that was once a bustling trade route connecting Hunan and Sichuan provinces, lined on both sides with traditional wooden buildings dating back to the Ming and Qing dynasties. Many of these historic structures have now transformed into little shops and food stalls, so as you wander, you can shop for handcrafted Tujia embroidery with its bold geometric patterns, browse local paper cuttings depicting the waterfall, and pick up smoked meats or mountain honey as souvenirs.
But honestly, one of the most thrilling parts of our entire day happened when we spotted something incredible in the distance, people actually walking underneath the waterfall itself. Not beside it, not above it, but directly behind the curtain of falling water. The moment we saw that, we knew we had to find our way there too. The only problem? There's no shortcut. Getting to that walkway means committing to a real staircase adventure, winding down flight after flight, deeper into the gorge where the roar of the water gets louder with every step, before eventually climbing back up the other side to continue through the rest of the town. It's not a casual stroll. Your legs will absolutely feel it, but the payoff is completely worth the burn.
Now, here's a word of caution as you get closer to the waterfall walkway, you are definitely not the only one with this idea. This is one of the most popular spots in the entire town, and the closer you get, the more the crowd thickens, with visitors from all over China making the same steep climb down just to witness the waterfall up close with their own eyes. This is exactly the spot where you'll want to stop, pull out your camera or phone, and really soak it all in. The sound alone is worth pausing for, a deep, constant roar that seems to vibrate right through your chest the closer you stand, completely different from how it sounds from up above in the town.
And then comes the real main event, actually stepping behind the curtain of falling water itself. But before you do, a serious word on safety, because this is not a moment to rush into carelessly. The walkway here is constantly wet, soaked by non-stop spray and runoff, so proper grip is absolutely essential. Leave the flip-flops and slick-soled shoes at the hotel and wear something with real traction, because one wrong step on the slick stone could mean a nasty fall. The path is also narrow, with a steady stream of people walking in and walking out at the same time, so move carefully, stay aware of who's around you, and never let the excitement rush your footing. Once you're actually behind that curtain, though, every bit of caution is rewarded tenfold. The raw power of the water crashing down just beside you, the deafening roar completely surrounding you, the mist soaking your skin and clothes within seconds, it's overwhelming in the best possible way. And it's genuinely the single most unforgettable moment of the entire day. This, right here, is the true heart-pounding heart of the Furong adventure. Expect to share the walkway with plenty of company along the way, especially if you're visiting during peak season or over a weekend. Word about this spot has long since gotten out, and everyone's here chasing the same unforgettable shot. Standing on that narrow path with a wall of water thundering just inches away, feeling the cool spray hit your face while the entire town seems to hang above you on the cliffs, is an experience that photos and videos genuinely cannot do justice to. If you only remember one physical challenge to take on in Furong, make it this one.
Now, on the other side of the gorge, there's actually another way to experience this waterfall entirely, a boat ride that takes you gliding along the river, giving you a completely different angle on those stilted houses clinging to the cliffs above. We seriously considered it, but between the time we'd already spent on the stairs and everything else we still wanted to see, we made the call to skip the boat this time around and explore the Furong ancient town itself. And there you have it, that's the Furong ancient town daytime adventure, stairs, waterfall, and all. But before we wrap up this video, we've got a little bonus for you. Let's talk about lunch, which we grabbed at a spot just outside our hotel, right in the ancient town itself.
From our hotel, the Floral Hotel by Huagu Hotel, it only took a few steps before we were surrounded by restaurants lining both sides of the street, their fronts strung with rows of glowing red lanterns swaying in the breeze. One place immediately caught our eye, a warm, wooden-fronted restaurant called Tujia Private Homestyle Cuisine, proudly signposted as authentic Xiang cuisine, which is the local Hunan style of cooking known for its bold, spicy flavors. Since my daughter prefers non-spicy food, we had to be careful with our ordering. Hunan cuisine has a reputation for packing serious heat, so this wasn't a menu we could just point and order blindly from. Thankfully, the staff were incredibly helpful, patiently walking us through the options and steering us toward dishes with milder flavors without sacrificing any of that authentic local taste.
One thing you always need to remember when ordering in China, portions here are big, genuinely big, so even when you're starving after a full morning of stairs and waterfalls, you've got to pace your ordering, or you'll end up with way more food on the table than you could ever finish. This was our very first lunch trying local food in Furong town, and honestly, it did not disappoint. Every dish was absolutely delicious. So here's my honest, final verdict on our Furong ancient town day adventure. This place is a must-visit, plain and simple. From the moment we arrived, everything about it delivered, from the stairs down to the waterfall, actually walking behind that thundering curtain of water, wandering the old streets, and capping it off with a genuinely delicious first lunch in town. It's smaller and quieter than its more famous neighbors like Fenghuang, but it more than holds its own, and honestly, we walked away with zero regrets and only good memories from this stop on our Hunan trip.
And that wraps up our daytime adventure in Furong ancient town. But this town has a whole other side to it once the sun goes down, so in our next video, we're taking you through Furong ancient town at night, the illuminated waterfall, the glowing lanterns, the streets coming alive in a completely different way. Trust me, you do not want to miss that one, so make sure you hit subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss it. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a comment and let us know if Furong is now on your travel list, and we'll see you in the next video.